Morning, Coco. So I accidentally mixed up all the seed trays, and with our field of surprises, I wasn't quite sure what was what, and I still don't, to be fair. So I was pretty sure that this plant was a cucumber, but I didn't actually frame it in time, so I just let it do its own thing, what it would actually do in the wild. And lo and behold, we've got nice big cucumbers just growing. There's no marks on them or anything, shaded by the foliage, and I actually think that's the way to go. Why go to the bother of putting trellises up when you don't really need to? So these babies are really happy. Beautiful big cucumbers, and I'm sure they will grow bigger than that as well. This row is one of the first that we planted, and this melon is probably halfway to being harvested, and you can always tell when a melon is ready because it has like a little vine tendril, and it actually dies back. I'll show you. So this tendril here, when the melon is ready, it will actually go woody, just like the straw, and totally die back, and that's when you know that your melon is ready. We've got a little butternut squash down here somewhere. It's 8:30, it's 23 degrees, and it's absolutely glorious, and it's going to be well over 30 degrees today. Now this channel is a warts and all channel, and we're going to talk about the warts today, about one thing that I hate about Portugal. And don't say, well, go home then if you don't like it. It's not a question of that. It's a question of compassion and doing the decent thing. And this subject really winds me up. Just move my chair a bit, because in the direct sun it's 31 degrees now. So I think the upsetting thing is, I find it really hard that human beings can put a dog on a chain for all its life, and it winds me up. And it is something that occurs here. As long as the dog has water, it's fed and has shelter, there's nothing really that you can do about it. And I know of a dog that's been on a chain for 2 years. It's never been walked. It's got a thick leather collar on, and it's on the end of probably 5-6 metre heavy chain, and they use the dogs as an alarm. This particular dog it's not even near a house, it's actually in a ruin. So it probably gets fed every day and that's it. I don't understand the mentality of keeping a dog on a chain for all its life. One good thing that I did hear this week is that a dog that had been on a chain all its life, somebody had gone and discussed with the owner if they could release the dog and rehome it, and it's being cared for now. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I just hope that people do speak about these situations. I don't speak Portuguese, and the person that I'm really talking about is fully Portuguese and wouldn't understand me anyway. I just find it, I don't think it's acceptable in any country, whether it's the UK, here or anywhere, you know, keeping an animal on a chain. I think it's disgusting. If you want to keep an animal as a guard dog for your crops, just blooming fence it off is the answer, isn't it? But it's probably the old way of thinking. An animal has a soul. It isn't an alarm system. Yeah, they're good if something comes past or whatever, but it should never be treated in such a way. That's my thought. It's watching a monarch butterfly. I wonder if it'll go past. Might catch it. Oh, there's another one as well. Such a beautiful day today, and it's just really warm. You know when you get off the plane and you have that warm wind? That's what it's like today. You know, it's going to get hotter and hotter this week as well. When you think of little Hatch's situation, his owner died, so he ended up living on the side of a busy road. Thankfully we gave him a little house to live in, and thankfully it hasn't been stolen. So he's got shelter. There is a lady that does feed and water him, and maybe he's a lucky one. You know, he has got his own freedom, and sometimes he does walk down to the bar with somebody. And I think, oh, Coco's just come in. I think the problem here is sterilisation. You know, you get an animal or an animal finds you, you've got to sterilise it. Now the thing is with some people that get dogs, they don't really believe in sterilising their animals because they think it is going to change their personality. So you end up with loads and loads of puppies, and puppies that get dumped, and puppies that get dumped in a bin. The butternut squash herbs look the same as pumpkins.
The soil's really good here and it's all wet, so it shouldn't have failed.
No.
Maybe it's the root was not very good. We digger. Tell you one thing, I'm so glad I bought this.
Yeah.
Makes life so much easier. It's really soft here.
Yeah, because we've put soil in there, I think.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
But it's wet. And you can see the water dripping into that one, so there's no need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some of these were stragglers, the waves.
It's like this, if it's a dead hole.
No, we never put anything in that one, I remember. Right, to the next line. You can see it dripping. A little root on that.
I'm surprised these have done okay here.
Being told off, Coco.
Yeah, look how bushy it is there. Where? Is that a weed?
This. That one's one.
Just that one last join. I think this pipe expanded a little bit. Angela wanted to have a separate water system to the polytunnel. So what I've done is I put a T in. Now these joints are amazingly difficult to do. So I'd always advise you to get one of these when you're using compression joints, a special plastic. Not guaranteed it will hold yet. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I've got the tension on it. I dug it all the way out with my little digger, the ground, so that the pipe is buried in the ground. Last thing we want to do is have the pipe above the surface, which can heat up and cause all big problems. So I buried the pipe 1.5 foot below ground level. You normally really should cover them with stones, this job here. Always the pipe should be covered in stones and sand. But we're not going to do this because I think it'll be fine as it is, because there's no weights, there's no vehicles, there's nothing going over this. This is an area which is just walking over. So hypothetically it should still be fine. So I'm just going to drag these across. Oh, I could do it by the digger and just push it over with a digger.